If you run a D2C subscription business, then there's 5 key metrics you must obsess over and track religiously every single month. And the best part about it is you can scale each of these 5 metrics and improve them using email marketing. Yes, email marketing can dramatically transform a subscription-first business. I'm telling you this as someone who has worked with over 300 D2C brands in the last 7 years in my Klaviyo Elite agency, Marketing Monster. Currently, over half the brands on our roster are subscription-first brands, meaning it's our job to get as many first-time customers to subscribe, stay around, scale a lifetime value while simultaneously reducing churn. So all of the strategies that I'm about to show you today that improve these key metrics are things that we've tested in the trenches with our clients. So let's get right into it, deliver the value, and you can start implementing these right away to improve your subscription business. The first metric that you need to track is your subscription take rate. This is absolutely paramount to get this as high as possible. What is this? This is the percentage of people who subscribe versus purchase one time. Let's say, for example, you have 100 new customers buying from you and 30% of them choose to subscribe on the first purchase and 70% make a one-time purchase. Your take rate will be 30%. Why is it important to get this number as high as possible? It is critical because a lot of studies and data has shown that a subscriber can be anywhere from 2 to 3 times as valuable as a one-time purchaser. And it makes sense with a conventional repeat purchase rate in most D2C stores, at least that I look at, being anywhere from 20 to 25% at best. Why would you not want to try and bake in that behavior from the very first purchase to give yourself the best possible chance to increase lifetime value? So I will be honest, a lot of the email specific stuff is downstream of optimizing this product description page. And luckily, my friends at Plata gave us 5 incredible strategies that you can check out below in the show description that will optimize your subscription take rate on the first purchase when the customer is coming through to the website for the first time. Now let's assume that you collect someone's email address. Is there things that you can do to push people to subscribe more? Yes, and ultimately it's going to be replicating a lot of the strategies that our friends at Plata have given you, which you can check out in the description of this episode. But ultimately, 3 of the key things that you need to do is number 1, make sure the saving elements of subscribing is very visible in your welcome flow and all your email communications to prospects. You need to make it clear that you will save money if you subscribe on the first purchase. The second thing that you need to do is push habit formation from the very first purchase as a major reason to subscribe. Most of the time when you're selling subscription-based products, people get results when they actually build a habit. So why would you not want to encourage this sticky behavior and encourage people to subscribe? It's in their best interest to get the most out of the product, and that needs to be prevalent in all of your messaging in your email strategy. And lastly, you can add dynamic universal blocks inside Klaviyo, directing people to automatically populate the checkout with a subscription purchase. Very, very important in things like the welcome flow, abandoned carts, as well as general campaigns. Make subscription first messaging prevalent, and that is how you'll get as many people as possible to subscribe on the first purchase. Prioritize them above one-time purchases, and you'll start to see that take rate go up. The second metric that you want to track and optimize is your churn rate. This is the amount of people that are canceling every single month. Now, you don't want to just look at this number as a whole. What you want to do is drill down and do cohort analysis and find out where the drop-off is. Without question, for the overwhelming majority of brands, it's going to be the first to second order, which, as you would expect, happens for a myriad of reasons. Maybe you didn't communicate the benefits of the subscription up front. Maybe the product doesn't actually work. Maybe they're gaming your introductory offer. There is many reasons why someone is canceling from the first to the second order, and you can do a lot of research to actually find out why that is. However, if we're talking about email specific strategies to improve this metric, there is a few that you can promote. The first one is your order upcoming email. Now, instead of just sending out a generic order upcoming email, what you want to do is make sure the customer has the flexibility to customize their subscription, because ultimately a pause or a skip is better than a direct cancellation. Also, in these emails, you can communicate very visibly and clearly the benefits of what they're going to get in their second order. So I highly recommend optimizing some type of gifting experience in the second order, because most of the time you have to remember customers came through, they've gained the initial discount on the first purchase, and then there's always going to be some churn due to price sensitivity. If you give them some type of reward for reaching order number 2, then it will reduce this and encourage them to stick around for the subscription. So tiered gifts and offers, and maybe even additional discounts, are a really effective way of keeping someone on the subscription. Final thing you need to do is make sure that you're building in habit formation to your post-purchase communication journey. And this is something that we did for one of our clients, Waterdrop, with this Drink More Water Challenge, which you can see on the screen now. This encouraged customers to use the product every single day, track their water intake, and then build a sustainable habit, which naturally leads into a second purchase. If you're not doing this and you're selling a consumable-based product, then you are relying on the customer building that habit themselves. And a lot of the time, people cancel from that first to second order. It's not price. It's because they got too much product stored up and they're not actually using it. So making sure that you are encouraging them to engage with the brand, use the product, challenging them to have accountability into the initial reason that they bought it is a great way to get them to stick around for the second order and beyond. The third metric you want to track is your payment failure rates. This surprises people. I've seen up to 30% of churn happen because customers either have insufficient funds or their card doesn't go through. If this happens, you want to set up automatically around 5 to 15 retries. Yes, that many to try and charge the card again. When it comes to email specific strategy, it's fairly obvious. You send automatic reminders, you encourage people to proactively go, renew their payment details, and then you incentivize them as well to maintain that subscription. You can apply a lot of the strategies that we discussed in the previous point: free gifts, tiered rewards, discounts. It's critical to try as many times as possible to get them to update that payment information so that they continue their subscription. The fourth metric that you want to track is the big one. It's lifetime value. This is the amount that is left over after you subtract all your variable costs of the customer. So this is fairly controversial because a lot of people will suggest when it comes to email strategy that you should not email your active subscribers. Big mistake. What you should do instead is segment by people who haven't reached that third order threshold or a 90-day subscription. Why? Because around 70% of the churn will happen in those first 3 orders, but after that, why would you not want to try and sell to your best customers, people who are already happy using the product? Now, obviously there is some nuance to this. It's not black and white. You should email these people, you shouldn't email these customers. You have to look at your data, figure out where the drop-off points are. But I see many email marketers make the big mistake of not selling to their existing subscribers. These are the people that love the brand, they're using the product continuously, and why would you not go in and try to sell them additional product? It's a big opportunity to increase the lifetime value. One of the things that you can also do is just front load that revenue upfront with the customer. So if they have been around for 3 months, why not encourage them, offer them some type of reward to pay upfront for the year for their subscription? It's a good way to improve cash flow, bring revenue and lifetime value forward, and that's going to be injected back into acquisition to help you scale your business. Another email specific strategy you can do is in the order upcoming emails, communicate these cross-sells and upsells natively there. So make sure they're very visible. Make sure that you are communicating with your best customers. Don't just park them to the side and have a do not disturb policy. It's a big mistake and holding you back from achieving the lifetime value potential of these customers. The final metric to track is your reactivation rate. So this is obviously how many customers you are winning back onto your subscription after they've canceled. Critical to note, most people approach this completely wrong. They think we should wait for the customer to cancel and then start to send them email communications. No. If a customer goes to the portal and cancels, you need to optimize the cancellation flow directly in the portal. That's the major opportunity to save them and get them to stay on the subscription. So make sure you're presenting very clearly the benefits page. You can have videos like we do for our clients, Dr. Living Good, that communicates the reasons to stay subscribed and make sure the customer sticks with the habit. You can offer gifts, tiered rewards. All the strategies that we've discussed in the previous points should be visible on that cancellation page. However, let's suppose that somebody does cancel, they do unsubscribe, and you've tried going personalized, granular, with the follow-up sequences to win them back. At some point, you just do have to accept that people churn, and you might not be able to win them back at that period of time. Doesn't mean that you should never retarget these people, but let me tell you something. What you should do is wait until you have things like new product drops, new flavor releases, and then go in, personalize, and try to communicate with the customer and bring them back. There is a huge novelty element to subscriptions, so sometimes people just get stale and bored of the product and they churn that way. So every time you have a new product release, go in and try to win back those customers and make sure it's very visible, this new product or new flavor or whatever it is that you're releasing, and re-communicate the benefits of the subscription. Also important to follow on from this as well, not all subscribers are valued the same and worth trying to win back. If someone signs up, gains the introductory offer, and then cancels straight away, then they might not have been a high value customer to begin with, and it's probably best sometimes to just leave these alone and not try to go after them. However, if someone has been on a subscription for 12 months and they've cancelled and they're not engaged with your email program, then you definitely want to try everything possible to bring these people back, because they were once happy and contributing a lot of monthly recurring revenue to your business model. So go all out, don't just rely on email. You've got to look at channels like direct mail as well, and make sure you add that novelty factor into your communications to try and reactivate these subscribers. So they're my 5 subscription metrics that you need to aggressively optimize. It's crazy how much you can do on these with email marketing. I think email marketing is so powerful for subscription businesses because a lot of the tactics and strategies are coming from transactional communications, which customers check all the time to manage their subscriptions. Lots of cool stuff that you can do with email and retention channels when it comes to DTC subscription brands. Would love to hear some of the strategies that you recommend. Drop them in the comments below and let me know if you found this video useful. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll be back again with another video soon.